Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, how are you? Hope that you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am so fine. I also hope that you are doing your homework properly, enjoying the classes from different online media, Sangsad television, your local cable TV, etc. Dear learners, like before, today I have presented in front you to again another class. Please be seated in front of your table, take your khata, pen and textbook and start to enjoy my class. Dear learners, I am Mohammad Mohsin Mia, Assistant Head Teacher, Kherior Adorsho High School, Sharasti Chatur, is going to conduct a class with you. Before going to our main topics, at first I want to discuss with you about some important points. Dear students, look at the slide. Ask and answer the questions in pair. Here I have given two pictures. Now you think about the two pictures. What do the people do in the trees and the boats? And another is, why do they do so? Dear learners, can you guess about the picture number 1? We can see here a cottage has been made in at the top of the tree. Here a hut has been made in the middle of the tree. Now, what's the reason? Why do the people make this type of house or this type of cottage in the tree? And another is a floating boat. And what do you understand by the floating boat and a cottage in the tree? Why do people do this type of job? Okay, dear learners, I hope that you are thinking about them. Now I am showing you another two pictures. What are the two pictures about? Okay, I am making you easier. In the first picture, this is a house, and the house is used for living hours, and it is related to our shelter. Okay, and the picture number 2, this is a paddy land, a vast paddy land, and it is related to our food. Okay, now dear students, can you tell me what are we going to discuss today, or what is the lesson of discussing today? Yes, this is our food and shelter. Okay, unit 4, lesson 3. Please open your book, class 9 and 10. Please open your book. Okay, after the end of the lesson, you will be able to ask and answer about problems, seek and give suggestions, find out the problems of our shelter, narrate something in writing, write composition about one's locality. Okay, dear students, at first I am reading the passage loudly, and you also read with me, but silently. Okay, the class comes with different problems. One group leader says the scarcity of food will be a serious problem. It is true that our agriculturists have developed new varieties of rice, and its per acre production has definitely increased. But the rate of increase in food production cannot keep pace with the rate of population growth. This is because our land is fixed. As for example, we cannot increase it while our population is increasing rapidly. Okay, another group leader comes with the housing problem in the country, which he says adds much to food problem. He continues, Families are growing larger in size and breaking into smaller families. Each such family needs a separate house to live in. Also, the arable fields are being divided by these smaller families among themselves. Mills and factories are being set up which occupy a considerable portion of our land. So, when we need more land to grow more food, to feed more mouths, our land is shrinking day by day. If our population grows at the present rate, a day will come when many people will not find any land to build a house on. And as a result, many of them might live on the trees or on the floating boats in the rivers. Not way. Another students are goose. Trees are being cut, hills are being cleared, and water bodies are being filled up, all to meet the needs of too many people. Thank you, students. Miss Chaudhary says, you are quite right. Let me tell you about this village where I was born and brought up. Things were not like this in the past. I remember as a child, the village was so beautiful. The green paddy fields and yellow mustard fields seemed to be unending. They used to wave and dance in the breeze. There used to be a wood in the northern side of the village. There was a tall tamarind tree in the middle of the wood. Also a big banana tree looked like a huge green umbrella with its aerial roots hanging down. I often used to go there with my age mates. We would often have picnic there, while the boys would climb the tamarind tree and pick some tamarinds. Me and my friends Rima used to swing with the roots. But now, look, the wood is gone. The beauty of the crop fields is spoiled by the unplanned houses built here and there. Dear learners, we already have read about the pests, and we also have got some important information. Now we are going to discuss about the information that we have already gone from the topics. Okay, now we are going to discuss more about the information that we are already have got from the topics. But before discussing about the passages, I think that you have faced with some new vocabularies. Now I am solving them. Number 1, tamarind tree. Can you tell me what is the meaning of tamarind tree? It is a large and tall tree that gives bitter fruits. Okay, এর বাংলাতে বলা হয় তেঁতুল গাছ. Okay, can you make a sentence by the word tamarind tree? Yes, I think that you will be able one or more sentences by the words. Now I am writing one sentence here. This is once there were large tamarind trees in the villages. Okay, another word, mustard. This is mustard land. You know that a small oily seed, mustard, that means shorisha. Okay, now make a sentence by the word mustard. Dear learners, I think that you have able to make a sentence or more sentence. Now I am showing you here one sentence. Oil is prepared from mustard seed. Okay, and another word, Ariel. What is the meaning of Ariel? That means existing or happening. তার মানে হচ্ছে বিদ্যমান. Okay, now make a sentence by the word Ariel. This is a huge banana tree whose aerial roots huge back down to the ground. Okay, and another word. Okay, dear learners, now look at the two graph charts. Here I have given two graph charts. One is about population growth of Bangladesh and another is food growth of Bangladesh. The two graphs are related to our topics. that already we have got information on the topics. One is population growth. Here you can see that the population is increasing rapidly. Okay, the population is increasing rapidly, but our food is increasing temporarily. Okay, that means the portion of growing population and the food growth is not kept with each other. Okay, the population is growing more and more, but the food growth of Bangladesh is not growing like this. Okay, এখানে আমি একটু বাংলায় তোমাদেরকে এটা আলোচনা করি যে এই দুইটা গ্রাফ এখানে প্রথমটা হচ্ছে পপুলেশন, জনসংখ্যা বৃদ্ধির সঙ্গে আমাদের জনসংখ্যা দেখো গ্রাফের মতো খুব দ্রুত গতিতে বাড়ছে, আর আমাদের ফুডও আমাদের খাদ্য বাড়ছে। মানে বৈজ্ঞানিকরা নতুন নতুন প্রজাতির বীজ উদ্ভাবন করে নতুন নতুন এই পদ্ধতিতে চাষাবাদের কারণে অনেক ফসল উৎপাদন বাড়ছে, কিন্তু এই জনসংখ্যার মতো না। দেখো এখানে ধীরে ধীরে খাদ্য কখনো বাড়ে কখনো কমে, আস্তে আস্তে বাড়ছে, তবে ধীরে ধীরে। আর জনসংখ্যা কিন্তু আর কমছে না, শুধু বাড়ছে, খুব দ্রুত বাড়ছে। এটাই আমি বলছি যে the population growth of Bangladesh and the population growth of এটাই বলছিলাম যে population growth of Bangladesh and the food growth of Bangladesh are not kept pace with another. এটি একে অপরের সাথে তাল মিলিয়ে চলতে পারছে না। ওকে, dear students, here you can see two pictures. One is a small family and another is large family. This is one is polygamy family and another is monogamy family. Okay, once our families were big in size, now the families are broken into small size. For this reason our land also are becoming broken into small size. Okay, so there will be a time when the farmers will not be able to cultivate their land because of more and more boundaries of the land. Okay, for increasing rapid family members or rapid family in number, our land also lessening in size. Okay, and making more and more pitches of lands. Okay, দেখো এক সময় আমাদের এই যৌথ পরিবার ছিল, এখন একক পরিবার হওয়ার কারণে একটি বড় ফ্যামিলি ভেঙে 4-5টি ফ্যামিলি হচ্ছে। এর কারণে এই জমিগুলো কিন্তু তাদের মধ্যে বন্টন করার কারণে ছোট ছোট সাইজের জমিগুলো হয়ে যাচ্ছে। আর ছোট ছোট জমি হওয়ার কারণে এই এক সময় দেখা যাবে যে এত আইল হবে যে আমরা চাষই করতে পারবো না, কৃষকরা চাষ করতে পারবে না। আওয়ার ফুড, আওয়ার ল্যান্ড অ্যান্ড ফুড। ওকে, our agriculturists have developed new varieties of rice and its farm population has definitely increased. That already I have discussed in my previous slides. Okay, dear learners, dear students, I have already discussed with you that because of increasing the family numbers, our lands are becoming into small pitches, and more land, more boundaries of the land are making. For this reason our land are becoming very lessen and becoming sinking. So one day the farmers will be fall in very danger to cultivate their lands by our tractors. Okay, মানে আমাদের জমিগুলা এই যে ছোট ছোট খণ্ডে একবারে বিভক্ত হয়ে গেছে। এই ছোট ছোট মনে করি এই জমিটা সব এক সময় তোমার দাদার ছিল, তারপরে তোমার বাবার হয়েছে, তারপর তোমাদের মধ্যে হচ্ছে। এরকম হওয়ার কারণে এই যে জমি আইল ছোট ছোট হচ্ছে। একসময় দেখা যাবে যে আমরা যে ট্রাক্টর দিয়ে আমরা জমি চাষ করি বা ধান মারাই করি, এগুলো এখানে ঘুরতে পারবো না, জমি চাষই করা যাবে না, তাই না? অনেক বাউন্ডারি, মানে আইল হচ্ছে, আমরা গ্রামে ভাষা আইল বলি, তাই না? ওকে, ডিয়ার লার্নার্স, another reason is our our lands are occupying because of making more and more houses. Because suppose you have five brothers and your father has one house, but you need 5 houses. For this reason, you have to make the houses in your cultivable land. Okay, for this reason, our land are becoming lessening. Okay, and our ponds, that are our tradition, and our environmental beauty is increased, but our ponds are becoming fulfilled because of making our new house and new mills and factories. Okay, আমাদের এই জমিগুলা এবং আমাদের বাড়ির পাশে যে পুকুরগুলা ছিল, এই পুকুরগুলা কিন্তু ভরাট হয়ে যাচ্ছে নতুন নতুন বাড়ি করার জন্য, এবং একই করে 4-5 বাই থাকলে 4-5 বাই 4টা বাড়ি 5টা বাড়ি বানানোর জন্য এই জমিগুলা ভরাট করে করে এই ফসলি জমি নষ্ট করে নতুন নতুন বাড়ি তৈরি করা হচ্ছে। এর জন্য কি হচ্ছে, জমিগুলো কমে যাচ্ছে, তাই না? People are occupying the land and ponds for making houses, mills and factories. Okay, and on the in the other side, on the other hand, our hills are dusting, our hills are cutting to carry soil to make the houses for us. Okay, okay dear learners, আমাদের এই নতুন বাড়ি বানানোর জন্য এই যে পাহাড়গুলা কেটে কেটে আবার নিয়ে দেওয়া হচ্ছে। For this reason, our environment are becoming extinct and are facing in danger, and different kinds of earthquake and natural disasters like earthquake, flood and drought are happening every year. And for this reason, our for this reason, the amount of our paddy and another types of crops are also becoming lessened. Okay, dear learners, now I am going to discuss about shelter problem. I have already discussed about our food problem. Now shelter problem. You know that here it is a scenery of our country, and the people are living there and sleeping there. Though this is not happening in our country yet at a elaborately, but one day there may happen that people will not get any land to make their house and to make their building. For this reason, they have to live in their floating boats. Okay, but where will they get floating boat? Where will they ride their floating boat? Because our rivers, our ponds are also filling up to make their houses. এই আমি এখানে বলছি যে এই যে এক সময় মানুষ আর এই বাড়ি বানানোর জন্য জায়গা পাবে না, তখন কি করবে? তখন তারা এই নৌকার মাধ্যমে বসবাস করতে হবে। এখন নৌকা তুই কিভাবে বসবাস করবে? কারণ আমাদের নদী এবং আমাদের পুকুর খাল এগুলো তো ভরাট হয়ে যাচ্ছে। এখন তো নৌকা এই যে চালাবে সেই জায়গাও তো থাকবে না, তাই না? সো দেয়ার আর 2 group leaders. One group leader discussed in the passage about our food problem, and another group leader discussed about our shelter problem. Here is a shelter problem. Okay, so what is happening? More and more houses are being made, and it is becoming environment pollution. Okay, more and more houses are made now here and there. If in your village there were 100 houses, now here has been built 1000 houses. So there is no any yard, open field, and in the yard are occupied by making the houses. এক সময় তোমার গ্রামে যদি 100 বাড়ি থাকতো, তো সেখানে 1000 বাড়ি 100 ঘর থাকতো, সেখানে এখন 1000 ঘর হয়েছে। যে খোলা উঠান ছিল, একটু মাঠ ছিল, সেগুলা নাই, এই উঠানের মধ্যে ঘর তোলা হচ্ছে। তো ঘর তোলার কারণে এখন উঠানো আর নাই, এই ঘনবসতি এখন আমাদের হয়ে যাচ্ছে, তাই না? And it is a matter of thinking that where will people live one day? One day the people may build their cottage at the top of the tree, and they may live there. And another is, and people may live in the boat and floating boat. Okay, if people do not get any place to make, what will they do? They will do this type of work. Okay, people have to live in the trees and boats because of not having land for making houses. Okay, একদিন মানুষে এই জায়গা পাবে না ঘর বাড়ি বানানোর জন্য, তখন এই গাছের উপরে কুড়ের ঘর বানিয়ে থাকতে হতে পারে। এরপরে এখানে দেখছি আমরা যে এই নৌকার মাধ্যমে মানুষ ঘুমাইতে হইতে পারে। এইভাবে যদি জনসংখ্যা বাড়তেই থাকে, তাই না? Dear learners, we had also a old heritage that Mrs. Chowdhury discussed in the passage. Miss Chowdhury passageর মাধ্যমে ডিসকাস করেছেন আমাদের ওল্ড হেরিটেজ, যে there were large tamarind trees and mustard fields in one side of the village and in front of our village, but they are no longer, and she now cannot see these types of mustard seeds, lands and tamarind trees. Okay, big trees and mustard field can hardly be seen because of making houses more. আমরা প্যাসেজে পড়লাম যে মিস চৌধুরী আলোচনা করছিলেন যে তার বাড়ির পাশে এক কর্নারে এই বড় তেঁতুল গাছ ছিল, সেখানে তেঁতুল গাছে বাচ্চারা উঠতো, তিনি এখন তারা প্রায় পিকনিক করতেন এবং সেখান থেকে তেঁতুল পাড়ে আনতেন। একটা খুব মজা ছিল। আর বাড়ির সামনে এই বিরাট এই এখানে সরিষার ক্ষেত, এই চোখ ধাঁধানো সরিষার ক্ষেত ছিল, এখন এগুলো আর কি নাই। Dear students, now I have already discussed about food problem and shelter problems based on the topics that we have got from the passage. এই প্যাসেজের মধ্যে যে আলোচনাগুলো ছিল সেগুলোর খুঁটিনাটি আমি তোমাদেরকে আরো এলাবোরেটলি আলোচনা করে তোমাদেরকে আমি দেখিয়েছি। এখন now I am giving you some questions. Those are MCQ questions. You try to answer the question. Number 1, the rate of increase in food production cannot keep pace with the rate of population growth. The sentence means the food production is as much as needed, is less than what is needed, is more than what is needed, is sufficient for the population. What will be? Okay, I am stating the answer. You look at here. This will be is less than what is needed. Okay, and another is, how can our housing problem increase or add to our food problem? After making houses, farmers do not have enough time to work in the field. B, after making houses, farmers do not have enough money to buy food. C, if you do not have a house, you cannot store your food. Last one, for making too many houses, people are using the cropland. What will be? Yes, last one. Okay, dear learners, another question, what makes our land sink day by day? আমাদের জমিগুলা কি কি দিন দিন কমিয়ে দিচ্ছে। Families are growing larger in size, houses and factories are being built on it, smaller families need small houses, land grabbers are occupying a portion of our land. What will be? Yes, the answer will be yes, B. Okay, and number 4, many people may have to live on the trees because yes, because they may not find land to make houses. Okay, and another is, people are cutting trees to plant more trees, keep the environment clean, make articles of furniture, grow crops or make. What will be? Yes, I hope that you are able to answer. This will be make articles of furnitures. Okay, people are cutting down trees to make more and more articles and to decorate their houses. Okay, dear learners, in every class I give you some information based on the topics, and I suggest you to write down, I suggest you to make conversation with your partner. This will increase your speaking skills. Okay, and today I also have given here 5 information based on the topics. I suggest you to make conversation with your partner based on this information, and it will develop your speaking skill, and you also will be know pros and pros about the topics. Okay, if you are unable to make conversation, I suggest you again to read the passage another time carefully, that it will be easy for you. And if you do not get any partner to speak or to talk to him, you will speak with your image standing in front of your mirror in your reading room. Okay, আমি বারবারই প্রতি ক্লাসে এরকম একটা টপিক দিই, একটা ইনফরমেশন দিই, যে ইনফরমেশনগুলো দ্বারা তোমরা এই কনভারসেশন করবে, এতে করে তোমাদের স্পিকিং স্কিল বাড়বে। যদি তুমি তোমার পার্টনারের সাথে পার্টনার না পাও অথবা ফোনে কনভারসেশন করতে না পারো, তাহলে আসেন তোমার রিডিং রুমে তুমি বসে একটা আয়নার সামনে দাঁড়িয়ে আয়নার সামনে যে ইমেজটা পাবে ওই ছবিকে তুমি বন্ধ পাবে, তারপরে তুমি কথা বলবে। তুমি মনে করো ইউ আর স্পিকার and your image is a listener and you are delivering your speeches to your listener. Okay, dear learners, here I am giving you a group work, but it is not possible at this time because it is a online class. So this work is the work should be done lonely. Okay, make a list of things Ms. Chaudhary saw as a child in the village. How do you know from the test that she liked them? Dear learners, I am about to end of my class. Now I am giving you homework. Your homework is write a composition about your village or the locality. Describe any change in the things you have noticed over the years, such as houses, fields, trees, plants, etc. Dear students, ultimately my suggestion is to you again, never waste your time moving here and there, going to your relatives' houses, going to market and gossiping among yourselves. Stay in your reading room, make friend with your books, take your books again and again and read through all of the text, and enjoy the classes from different online media, surely from Sangshot Television and Kishore Batayon. And I also can hope that you will be succeeded to take the classes. Okay, thank you very much. See you again in the next class. Allah Hafiz.